Now we are at the business end of this World Cup. Now, before the World Cup started, I had my reservations about Team India because I had this thing. India would definitely reach the semi-final. That was never in doubt. And there were question marks with their attitude that they brought to the game. But in this World Cup, what Team India showed us was brilliance. I mean, there were occasions where they flagged, punctures in their tire, but then they managed to roll with that. The Australia game is an example. And there was another game where Rohit Sharma had to take his foot off the pedal because that was the need of the hour. So that sensibility was something that I like. That is something that gives me so much hope, saying that this team is actually ready to actually conquer the summit. That's the kind of feel I have. Now people will say, oh, you're playing New Zealand. New Zealand has always been this team which has actually defeated Team India in some major junctures of the last few years in the cricketing world, be it Test cricket or in ICC tournaments. But this time, Team India is prepared, better. If you look at the combinations, if you look at the overall strength of the sides, Team India is much better. And each and every member of the team has mentally prepared for the last 5 to 6 years to face this kind of music, this kind of pressure, big scenario, big situation, big tournament, the big stage. And they're ready. I'm saying that Team India is ready this time. The team is actually ready to adapt. If there is a small breakdown somewhere in between, then they know that they have to just slow down, get the car to the pit stop, make the small necessary adjustments, and then rush to make the finish line. And this time I'm sure and confident that Team India is all set. There are things which you cannot control. For example, the Glenn Maxwell example is perfect to just tell you that Afghanistan deserved to win that game. But it was just one player who played out of his skin, stole the game from the grip of defeat and just came back and won. I mean, if something like that happens, you have to just put your hands up and say, oh, that was something unbelievable and well, congratulations. But other than that, when at the start of the tournament, like I said, I had my reservations. I was maybe thinking, oh, they will drop this. And now I'm quite sure Team India is not going to drop this because they are definitely a better side. If you look at the balance, if you look at the quality of the team, yes, there are a few great players, upcoming players also in the ranks of Rachin Ravindra and, some legends in the form of Trent Bolt and Kane Williamson. New Zealand team is good, but Team India is much better. I'm sure they're not going to drop this, but if another Glenn Maxwell rises, I don't know. We're talking about Glenn Maxwell. Of the 4 teams, I mean, if you have to consider that, Indians are the favorites because you haven't lost a match and they look like in demolishing form and confidence. Well said, their mind is on the target. I think the biggest challenge has to come from Australia. I mean, the big stage, they are the team to actually, take the big stage by storm. They're kind of that team. So I think Australians will be the team to beat. But you never know. South Africa may have a different idea. New Zealand will have something to say. For Team India and Australia to win, both these teams will have to actually first reach the finals, which I think that's going to be one great set of games remaining. 3 more games to go. And I showed 5 fingers, I don't know why, but 3 more games to go. And Team India is looking solid. And you know what's going to be the difference? The bowlers.